Are the Royals cheating, Brandon? Because we were talking about this last week. Their numbers at home versus their numbers on the road are very interesting. This isn't that uncommon, right, in sports, where teams perform better on the road. But let's just go through a few of these statistical anomalies, if you will, that some fans have pointed out. Their home record, 37-24. Their away record, 27-28. Okay, we can just account that to home field advantage, right?
Yeah, that one feels yeah.
But then you look at and then I see this graphic. What explains the plus 100-point jump in
Jesse,
OPS at home? What?
I'm so sorry to interrupt you real quick, but I gotta say that 37-24 home record is the best in baseball.
There you go. That is a spicy little meatball there, right? What explains the 100-point jump in OPS at home when they have one of the deepest ballparks in baseball? It's a notorious pitcher's park, not a hitter's park. They have a 443 slug at home versus 384 on the road, 773 OPS at home versus 674 on the road. In terms of deepest stadiums, they have the third deepest with a 410 distance in center field. So, worth a point. Now, Bobby Witt. This is where it gets interesting. Bobby Witt, the new superstar of baseball, potential MVP of the American League. His home splits are absolutely insane. 409 at home. Batting
That's
average.
incredible.
409. 458 on base, 736 slug, 1.2 OPS.
Wow.
173 total bases. Now, look, his road numbers aren't bad by any chance. By any stretch, 288, 327, 472, and an 800 OPS essentially. But like, those are insane numbers, Brandon. Like that, that is like all-time great.
736 slug at home is fucking
average.
Crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy.
And you're facing good pitching in the Central too. Remember, like these aren't like bad. There's good pitching. Well, I mean, I guess you play the White Sox 14 times a year or whatever it is, but then you go to Royals Ballpark has a home run factor of 87,100 being average. It is 13% harder to hit homers in Kauffman than the average baseball stadium. It is 7th hardest ballpark to homer in, and yet Bobby Witt's slugging goes up by 300 points at home as opposed to away. Whatever. Vinny Pasquantino hits 306 at home with a 359 on base, 490 slug, 850 OPS at home versus 230, 284, 429, and 713 on the road.
Dude, these are crazy.
Last year, they had a 56 and 106 record. They made some good signings. They signed Seth Lugo. They signed a couple of good. They definitely made some good signings. And Bobby Witt, and Bobby Witt's made a step forward. But like, now they're 64 and they're 452, 3.5 games back, whatever it is. They signed Will Smith, Michael Wacha, Seth Lugo, and Hunter Renfroe. Now, I don't know what this PitchCom thing is, but anyways. So what do you think, Brandon? Are the Royals cheating?
I don't have enough information.
Yeah.
But I will say the math ain't mathin', dude. I don't know. Maybe it is, but ooh, that's wild, dude. When you lay the evidence out, when you lay the numbers out like that, it gets a little deferred collusion-y, dude. And anytime we're talking DC, we're talking about various underpinnings, maybe something's going on beneath the surface of these bubbling waters.
I mean, it could just be you are a Midwest town where you have really hyper energetic fans at home games, especially when the Royals are good. Those towns light up when their sports teams are good, and it's very hard to play against them. In Kansas City especially, where there's nothing to do, it's not like there's not much to do in those towns. They get really into their sports teams. So I've been saying
it. It's the Patrick Mahomes effect. I mean, I'd like to see those stats. Let's just see, since Mahomes how many rings has he got now, dude? Fucking three, 4?
Yeah.
that gets into the city's air. You start breathing that in, dude. Seth Lugo, look what happened to him, dude. He's like the best right-handed pitcher in baseball right now.
It's true. It's possible that, because it's football off season when the baseball games are being played, so it's possible that they see Mahomes, the guy that just won the Super Bowl, walking around, just giving off that confidence, that energy. It might rub off on some of the guys. They're like, hey, we got greatness amongst us. We got to play our best.
That's called,
why not us?
Why not us? That's just big league attitude, dude.
You know what I think needs to happen?
What do you think?
Mahomes needs to go with them on the road. You want to be like the next Mark Cuban? You got to go with the Royals on the road.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
So, anyways, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. We will be following that all year long.